believe biko regarding ihe mmadụ neediri n'ahụ a. A sị na iron is good for you. So ọ bụrụ na ị nwere enough hemoglobin in your blood, that means that you can become anemic. We're not going to go into the science or the complicated part of how do I say it, the structure of hemoglobin and how oxygen gets attached and that enriches your blood, and we're not going to go into all that. Now what we are going to focus on is that our bodies need this iron. And when you come to talk of iron, we have two classifications, I would say. They say that there is one so anyway, two classifications. One of them, the Heme group, and another, the non-Heme group. The non-Heme group are the ones that your body can easily absorb. They absorb a greater percentage of that iron-rich containing food that you've eaten without any interference, without anything else to help enhance or help absorption. So example of these iron-rich containing foods under the Heme classification, one of them is beef, red meat, the chicken, the poultry, the duck, the beef, as I said before. Let us avoid the processed red meats. I'm not saying don't eat it at all. I'm saying avoid eating a whole lot of it. And if you can avoid them, that's fine. So avoid those processed meats. According to research, has certain cancers. Certain cancers. Now, with the tendency, they carry high risks. So risk, abrona, it must, but a liar. Risk, but that something has a tendency to cause harm. That is what risk is, according to Gediheimer, safety, health and safety or something. Now, why that? What is risk? As again, a risk, but anything with a tendency to cause harm. So, I want each other the harm if we are in Agba. But having said that, moderation is the key. Yes. So, you can get treat yourself, but from time to time, maybe over a long period of time, you might have 1 or 2 or 3 portions. Everything is moderation. Yeah, moderation. Yeah. So the more you eat them, the higher the risk. The more you eat, the higher the risk. And we are going to go through that now so that we can see how this can be. And so it's important that you stay tuned, stay connected until the end. And also, type your comment there. This is an information that may be beneficial to anyone. Type a comment there. Tell me how beneficial, if you think this is beneficial or not. Just share your ideas and let me know what your thoughts are. That will be very, very highly appreciated. So when we come to seafoods, we have the oyster, the tuna, the salmon, and the shrimp. So all these I've mentioned now, including the red meat, they're all under the Heme group. This Heme group, as I've said, your body has a greater tendency to absorb greater percentage of it without needing any enhancers like vitamin C or vitamin C containing foods like oranges, tomatoes, and so on and so forth, bell peppers. For the non-Heme ones, those are more from plants. I would say like legumes, the seeds, the grains, brown rice, those sort of things. Legumes like spinach, the lentils, the chickpeas, kidney beans, and black beans. The grains and the cereals. Also oatmeals and fortified breakfast. These are all under non-Heme group. Also the fortified breakfast. When I talk about fortified breakfast, those that has a lot of how do I say it? They have been they have fortified them with preservatives and colorants and all that sorts. They are lovely, but this is where we are with all these iron-rich containing foods. So for the non-Heme iron-rich containing foods, right? If you want them to be absorbed, you need vitamin C containing foods, as I said before. Foods or fruits like oranges, tomatoes. That means your body cannot readily absorb them without the help of these vitamin C based foods. Also, you have the lemons, the strawberries, the kiwis. These are also rich in iron, but they require vitamin C based foods to be absorbed greatly to the body. You can say that these are iron enhancers because they help in the absorption processes of these non-Heme group based foods. There's also some nuts, seeds, and dried fruits. We are not going to go into those. Now, for your non-Heme class of foods, right? Iron containing foods, when you take them, it is very important that you avoid tea and coffee. avoid taking them same time, because they will prevent that absorption processes. It will prevent it. So your tea and coffees you can have after your food, after some time, or well before you eat these iron containing foods, so that you'll be able to absorb, what you're putting in your body and get the benefits of that. How about that? Now, where do we start? They say that red meat and all this heme group, non-heme group, iron, this and iron that they're good. What do? We also hear that red meat is not good in the body because they carry high risk of chronic diseases like heart diseases, like stroke, other chronic diseases like diabetes and all that. And now they're also telling us that this is good for iron supply to your body. Where do we stand? Where do we stand? Just realize and note that these foods, no one is saying don't eat them. But we're saying eat whatever it is. Be it the healthiest food, be it your favorite, eat them to moderation, to a limit. Moderation is the key. It has even been said that the processed red meat have higher tendency, to cause bowel cancers. So, onye nne ya ọ na-agba chịrị shoe ya n'aka chịrị n'isi ọsọ wa ị na-agba ọ sịkwa na that it must cost it or that it is 100%, but it's tendency, risk ka a na-ekwukwu ya here. Ịchọghị chronic diseases. Chronic diseases are diseases that have lasted for more than 2 weeks. They have lasted for more than 2 weeks, right? So, the person has them, they're dealing with them, it's ongoing, they are taking medications to maintain it. Probably it's not healing, or it's not going to get healed or resolved. So, chronically, no one wants to be sick. And it has also been highlighted that we cook our meats under high temperatures. And this is not advisable. But this is how we have always done it. This is how we know, and this is how we get the best out of it. This is how we feel that our food is properly cooked. We don't eat half and half. The reason is that it has been noted that heat alters the DNA structures and can destroy or denature what is contained in that meat. And when this happens, alteration in the DNA, the result of that. They're saying that it's chemically destroying, or chemically it is interfering with the DNA structure of that meat or that food. It is difficult to balance all this, but at the same time, it's not difficult to take what you want to take and throw away what you want to throw away. For me, what I take out of this is that moderation is the key. Prevention is better than cure. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things. Put your hand on the button and leave a comment for me there. And this will be appreciated. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. I'll see you again. Bye-bye. Do support me and leave me a comment. It will be highly appreciated. I thank you so much for engaging. Thank you. Appreciate all your support in growing this channel. I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao. Take care.